Hi, my name is Micho Moyagofa and I am a foundation law student at MSU in Shah Alam, and I am part of the PEC group 200. And my activity this week, I have chosen to answer open-ended questions. According to Wikipedia, according to Wikipedia, open-ended question is a question that cannot be answered with a yes or no response or with a static response. So I'm going to choose questions from the internet and then I'm going to answer 5 questions. Okay, so I know I had said that I was going to answer 5 questions, but then I'm going to try and answer as many as I can. So my first question is, what would peanut butter be called if it wasn't called peanut butter? Well, I'm not a fan of peanut butter, so I think in butter, naturally, butter on its own is very nice for baking and stuff like that. So I don't think peanut butter deserves to be called peanut butter. Maybe we could call it peanut marmalade. Okay, that's crazy, but I don't like marmalade either. So peanut and marmalade, they go together for me actually. But anyway, that's according to anybody. Like, you can call it whatever you want. Second question: if you became invisible for 10 minutes right now, what things would you do? Okay, this is supposed to be PG-13. Okay, so the things that I would do if I was invisible for 10 minutes. I don't know. I would probably visit my teachers and just hear what they think of me. Like, I just want to know their opinion on me because I'm just obsessed with myself like that. Okay, not really, I'm not a narcissist or anything, but yes, I would just want to know what they think of me because you obviously want your teachers to think highly of you, right? And then the second thing is I would travel. I know this is crazy. 10 minutes. I hope there's no time limit to what I'm going to be doing. But then I would travel to Japan because I've always wanted to go to Japan. So, why not? They can't see me. They won't ask for my visa. They won't ask for my passport. So I'll just go to Japan for maybe 2 minutes and just see what I want to see and then come back. And then the other thing that I would do is I would go to the Adidas store because I really love Adidas, and then there are these shoes that I really cannot afford, so I just want to try them on until I can afford them. So I just want to go and assure them that, you know what, I got you, I'm coming back for you, just wait until I get the money. So I'll go to an Adidas store and just try those shoes on and then just leave. I won't steal them or anything. I'll just want to try them on and just feel them because they're my favorite shoes and I really just want to try them. And another thing that I would probably do is visit my grandmother. Okay, no, that's weird. That's kind of creepy. So no, I wouldn't do that. But I would probably just roam around and hear what people are talking about without them seeing me, and just analyze, people's thoughts. I like knowing what people think about. So I would also low-key just help me out with my analysis on humans and how they function because I really like knowing. And another thing that I would probably do if I was invisible, I would go to my favorite library, which is the library at Stanford University in the United States of America. Mind-blowing. I would just go there and read maybe a book or two. Okay, not read, just just scoop a book or two. And then I would just come back to normal. Maybe my 10 minutes is out now. But like I said, I hope the time limit is not limited with, the continental differences or whatever. So yeah. And yeah, that's what I would probably do. And then another question. Okay. What is a saying or expression that you probably say too much? The one thing that I probably say a bit too much is it's not that deep. If you were around me a lot, you'd probably hear me say it's not that deep, 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 it's not that deep. The more you hear it, the more it makes sense. It's not that deep, it's not that deep, it is not that deep, it's not that deep, it's not that deep. Now it's losing its sense. But I say it's not that deep a lot because sometimes things are really just not that deep, but people just try to, make them so deep, deeper than they're supposed to be. You went to see someone, it's not that deep. Oh, you didn't respond to me. It's not that deep. I'm just that it's not that deep type of person. So yeah, and then another question is, what actor or actress would you want to play if they ever made a movie about your life? Ooh. So since I was going to try and choose a white person. I was gonna say Blake Lively because I love her. I love her acting skills. But then I realized I'm a black girl. So the one person that I would probably want to, to play if they ever played a movie about my life is Nomza Mombata. Nomza Mombata is an actress from South Africa. She is also an activist. She's a lot of things, and I love her. I love who she is as a person. I love what she stands for. I love her family values as well. I just love who she is. So Nomza Mombata is probably my go-to girl. She's the first person that popped up anyway after Blake Lively, obviously. But yes, Nomza Mombata. And the other question is, do you put your cereal in the bowl before the milk, or the milk before the cereal? Now that's a good question. Okay, so I put my cereal first before the milk, then I put the milk after. And also this happens in like a certain sequence. So if I'm eating like normal cereal that is not, in my country we have cereal that's called Cervita and it's powdery, so then that one I use hot milk. But all my cereal I use cold milk. So I put my cereal first and then I put my cold milk next, and then I eat my cereal. And then when I want more cereal and there's still some milk left, then I add some cereal. But that barely happens. I just drink up the milk afterwards. So anyone who puts milk first before the cereal, you need to see someone, a doctor preferably, because that is a sign of abnormality. And see someone, please. Thank you. Then the other question is, if you could have one song play every time you entered a room, what would it be? Rattle. It is a song by Elevation Church Worship Group. It's called Rattle, and it's part of their new album, which is called Graves to Gardens. And I am a Christian naturally, and I love my Christianity. Well, I'm spiritual like that, and that song just mind blowing. So I would listen to Rattle because it makes me cry, it makes me want to run, it makes me want to laugh, it makes me want to do a lot of things at the same time. So I'm not really in charge of my feelings or my emotions in that moment. I'm just everywhere. I'm just scattered all over the place, and for me that just makes me feel alive. So Rattle it is. And the next question is, you discover a beautiful island where you decide to build a new society. What is the first rule you put in place? So the first rule that I would probably put is to make sanitary wear free, because most women cannot really afford sanitary wear, and then they're really also very expensive, like the good ones that absorb really well. So I'll probably just make all of them free. That's the first rule that I'll put in whatever place that I would be in. Why? Because menstruation is not a choice. It happens naturally. It's a natural thing that happens, and I feel like every woman should have access to sanitary wear, no matter who they are, where they come from, or whether they can afford it or not. That's just me. So our next question is, would you rather win $10,000 or let your best friend win $100,000? Well, in that sense, I don't think my best friend would give me $10,000 even if they've won $100,000. But I would still want them to win the money, because that's a lot of money, one, and then two, it benefits them too. So their benefit is mostly my benefit too, in a sense. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, if my best friend is making it in life, I'll probably be making it in life too. So yeah, I mean, I'm here for the girl power, so my best friend has to win. Okay, it might be a boy though, but anyway, I'm here for the love anyway, so my best friend gets to win the money. I mean, it's natural. It's 100K. So I mean, why not? Then the next question is, what one invention would you invent and why? Braid splitter. Braid. Just want to invent that, like, just to be able to have equal sizes whenever I split my braids. That's the one thing that I'll probably invent today, if you ask me. I don't know about tomorrow though, but today, right now, in this moment, Braid split, huh? And then the next question, you accidentally ate some radioactive pizza. The good news is it tasted great. The better news is that it's given you one superpower of your choice. What would you choose? To read minds. Thank you very much. I would want to be the next professor, please. Thank you. I'm obsessed with Marvel, and I love the professor. I love him. I love him. So yeah, I would just want to read minds. I know it's a lot to take in as a person. It's a lot to just know what everyone is thinking and what everyone is, talking about. But I'll just want to have it for like maybe 5 minutes and just be in charge. Like, it just gives you a sense of power. And I mean, power is everything, right? Well, I think so. But I don't love power like that, but I just want to have it for like a minute. And the next question is, what 5 things would you take with you during the zombie apocalypse and why? 5. My laptop, my phone, my skincare products, maybe just a pair of tights, and my grandmother. I know she's human and she's not a thing, but I would probably just take her because I love her and these things I can't live without. And the next question, what is your favorite smell? My favorite smell, rather scent, is watermelon. I love watermelons, and watermelons to me, they just smell amazing. Like, I don't know if you've ever eaten a watermelon anything, and it just smells so rejuvenating, and I love it. Then our next question is, would you rather never be able to explain yourself correctly or always have to tell the exact truth? Well, I have a problem. Naturally, I think I have the Pinocchio syndrome, which I can't lie naturally, but also it's terrible because sometimes my truth hurts other people. So I would just rather not explain myself correctly because I don't want to hurt other people like that. Like, some truth just really hurts, and I've had problems with that growing up as a person. So I would just rather not explain. Then the next question is, are pets better than humans? I don't think it's okay for us to personify the pets into like a human form because there are some things that humans can do that pets cannot do. But I believe that pets are a better companion. They can keep you company. They never leave you, actually. You leave them. So for me, I'm not really a pet person because I have some sort of phobia that I can't really, be around animals of any sort. It's not anything related to a specific animal or animals. They just make me feel weird and stuff. Like, my blood just, So I think it's more of a preference issue, honestly. Like, if you prefer humans, then go for it. If you prefer pets, then go for it. But also, like I said, pets are a better companion because they're always there. Unlike humans, we have plans. We're fickle. We go to, we go out. We go for drinks. I mean, pets don't. I mean, unless you take them out. So it's up to you, really. Next question. What thoughts instantly make you feel more relaxed? Christianity. Okay, in Christianity, there is this, I believe that God is always going to be there for you. Like, that just gives me a sense of peace, just knowing that I have someone who protects me like that. So that makes me feel relaxed. And what is your favorite combination of colors? Black, white, and gray, period. Nothing else. Just that. Those are my favorite. Like, no explanation whatsoever, because you can never go wrong with black. And white is white. And then there's gray, which is a combination of both black and white. So yeah, just that. And the other question is, would you rather give up breakfast, lunch, or dinner forever? Lunch. Why? Because breakfast is essential. You need to have it as soon as you leave, like when you wake up, because you're breaking the fast of the night. So that is very important. You need to break that fast anyway. And then lunch is really not essential for me because sometimes I forget to eat. So it's like, you're busy with school or you're busy with work, so you just really never think about lunch, or I don't. So lunch I can give up. Then dinner is the last meal you have at the end of the day. You just need that bite. So I would give up lunch, honestly, forever. Like, I don't care. Like, sometimes I even forget to eat, so it's fine. Then, which day do you consider to be the true start of the week, Sunday or Monday? Sunday. Sunday. Sunday, just like, you're just coming from Saturday and your weekend was great. But then Sunday hits you. Sunday is basically the day you start thinking about everything that you need to do on Monday. So you're like, oh, I've got assignments, I've got work, I've got work. So for me, it's Sunday. That's when the week starts for me. And then Monday is just excuse me, I have hay fever. But yeah, Monday is just anyway. The next question: you're asked to cook dinner for your family and are sent to the store with $20. On the way, however, you stop for at Starbucks and meet a friend you owe $10, and she wants her money now. By the time you get to the store, you have $6 and 10 minutes to shop. What's for dinner? Oh, pasta and mince. Period. Yeah, pasta is very cheap and mince is also very affordable. I get pasta, I get mince, I go cook that. That's what you're eating. You're having pasta. Welcome to Italy. Our next question is there an app you hate but you still use it anyway? Instagram. I have a love-hate relationship with Instagram because the things, I don't know, if I could go back in time and just find that specific day when you had to have an Instagram worthy photo or post, I would go back and just change it because it just makes other people feel so mediocre. Like, that app is just one app that makes you feel like you're nobody. And I love it because I love knowing what's happening around the world. Like, it has updates, like what happens, you get first updates there and then you go to Google. So for me, I just love it because of the news and stuff like that. But if I could delete it today, right now, you know what, I can just do that right now because I don't like it like that. And then the next question is, if humans started colonizing Mars, would you volunteer to move there? Why or why not? I would not volunteer to move there. That is one. Why? Because I am normal. I am very sane. Why not? It's because I'm normal and I'm very sane. Well, I believe that we're put on Earth for a reason. So why would we want to evacuate and go somewhere else where we're not even... like, we're live. There's no life for me there. Like, I'll probably just die. It's gonna be hard for me to settle in Mars. So no. The other question is, what is something about yourself you could totally brag about but usually don't? I have a photographic memory. Just that. That's the one thing that I would probably just brag about, but I'm not trying to be, but I have a photographic memory. I am serious right now. Like, I don't know if you can see this, but that's the next question. I just answered about having photographic memory anyway. Would you rather have a photographic memory or be amazing at one thing but only so at everything else? Well, I already have a photographic memory, so yeah, I would also just want to be amazing at one thing, but I'm already amazing at this one thing and be so at everything else. So I really don't know how to answer this one, but the next question: if you had to work when you graduated high school but you didn't need the money, what would you choose to do? Write. I love English literature and I would just write. I would just write at home, like just write. Like, I would write everything, poetry, books. I would write everything and nothing at the same time. Like, I would just be a home ingrown writer who doesn't publish their work. Okay, we're about to finish. So the next question is, where do you not mind waiting? Library. I don't mind. Leave me at the library with money, food, and yeah, I don't mind. I'll wait there. Like, I'll just wait, like a library, not the school library though, like just a normal library with your books and stuff. Okay, the next question is cereal soup? I've never really thought about it, but I don't think it's soup because I don't know, but I've never really thought about it. Okay, so I don't think cereal is soup, according to me, because soup is usually like, you put ingredients like meat, vegetables and stuff like that, and you don't put that in cereal unless you do. Then if you do, go see someone, a doctor preferably. And the next question is, you can either leave your hometown forever or never leave your hometown. Which do you choose? I can live forever. I come from Zimbabwe, and my hometown, I don't really have a hometown in Zimbabwe, so I've always just lived around, the world, rather, because my mother is a diplomat, and for me, moving around is just the normal. So I move around a lot, because right now I'm actually in Ethiopia, but I also just stay in South Africa. So for me, it's easy. Like, I can just leave. And then the next question is, when scrolling through your Instagram, do you prefer celebrity posts or ones from your friends? I prefer one celebrity post, because I know their lives are not like real and stuff. Like, they're paid to post these things, rather than my friends. My friends, they just make me feel like there's something missing in my life. Like, if I see my friend doing something, like they're making it in life or whatever, like I just feel very like, oh, but I'm not there. Like, I also want to be there, So like, my friends, I would rather see celebrities because they're not my friends, so it's fine. And the next question, would you rather be a master at every musical instrument or fluent in every language in the world? Every language. I mean, I want to know every single language in the world, because it's power. Knowledge is power for me. And I mean, you just be able to travel around the world and be able to hear everyone. And I love cultures. I love knowing what people are saying. I love communicate. I love people. So being able to just hear what they're saying and not have a hard time communicating with the next person, for me, is power. So I just want to know. I just want to know what they think. I just want to know who they are and everything about them, really. The next question is, what's the stupidest thing you've ever done because someone dared you? Stupidest. I can't think of anything, actually. So let's move on to the next one. Would you rather live forever in a roller coaster park or a zoo? Roller coaster park, definitely, because me and animals, we don't mix like that. And I love, amusement parks. I love everything about the roller coasters and stuff like that. The adrenaline rush. And I've always thought that zoos were... I'm not in support of zoos, because I feel like they're exploiting animals a bit too much. So I would rather be in an amusement park instead. And our next question is, if animals could speak, which would you think would be the rudest? I think peacock. Yes, naturally it cannot speak right now, but it's got an attitude. So peacocks would be the rudest for me. I would also say llamas, but yeah, I've never really interacted with them. I've just seen videos of llamas, so I don't know. But I've interacted with the peacock, and it was rude, and it can't speak. So yeah, imagine if it can actually interact with you and tell you that, no, don't touch my feathers. Like, ooh. But anyway, yeah. The other question is, what is an unwritten rule in school that everyone knows anyway? Don't go to the principal's office. I don't know. I was never a naughty kid in school, so for me, that rule is just, don't steal, maybe. I don't know, but I think so. Next question is, if our state was represented by just one food, what would it be? Seafood. Is that just one? Because that's a lot. I love seafood. But okay, if it was just one, yeah, anything to do with seafood. So let's say I love shrimp. I also love prawns. I can't decide. But seafood. Let's just say seafood in our state. That's it. Because I can live on seafood only. Men cannot live by bread alone, but I can live on seafood only. The other question is, if life were a video game, what 2 cheat codes would you want? Delete to delete an option and to be able to put it in rest mode. Because, you know, there's just some things in life where, like, you do something very stupid and you just want to go back in time and just delete that, and also just pause for a minute. Like, so if I could just pause my life for a day and just sleep and not attend any classes and not do anything, I would. But that is just, you know, asking for too much. But those are the two that I'll just choose: pause and delete. So the next question is, what is something you really dislike but have no good reason for disliking? Onions. Growing up, I never really liked onions. Well, until now, I can't stand onions. I can't stand the smell. I can't stand the texture in my mouth. I can't stand anything that has onions in it. So I have a hard time interacting with people. Like, okay, like family dinners, whatever. Like, I have my own meal on the side because I can't eat onions. But the real reason is, like, it's not really solid. I just don't like the texture and the smell. So I don't know. I feel like there are other people that don't like onions. And our last question is a hot dog a sandwich? Yes. I think so. I think a hot dog is a sandwich. My reason for thinking that a hot dog is a sandwich, don't argue with me. I think that a sandwich is where you have bread and then meat in the middle. So we put the hot dog between the hot dog roll, which is bread in a way. So I think it is a sandwich, yes. And thank you very much for coming to my TED Talk, rather. And thank you to the PEC group for giving me this opportunity to be able to answer my questions. I don't know how many I answered because I was getting carried away, but I answered a lot of them, and I'm very grateful for the communication skills that I got from it. Thank you.